the project. It's called Togetherness, and it's about combating loneliness through bringing different age groups together so they can celebrate, meet one another, share stories, get to know each other, but also so they can use dance, music, the opportunity to be creative, to really make worthwhile, meaningful relationships. So have you enjoyed the project?
Yeah.
What have you enjoyed about it?
Just seeing everyone there just makes me happy to see and hear their stories about it. I've enjoyed being with everyone. I just like to see other people learn and do more things.
I think it's wonderful. They have so much respect for us. It's unbelievable. And they also look at each other, I think, with a lot of respect for each other. They're just lovely, lovely children.
The children were really wonderful, and we've really, really enjoyed it.
It's complete. Made us more,
Flexible, moving around and things like that. So it made us feel like we wanted to do a bit more exercise.
Do you remember the week when we made this dance up?
Well, and they had moves.
I said, what was your favourite song? So I said, The Twist. I said, but you've got to go down when you twist.
So you got them going down?
And I went all the way. They like me. I says, well, I can't do it, but you'll have to do it and show me.
We've swapped old dance moves for new dance moves, modern dance moves for ones from back in the 50s. We've done potatoes. We've talked about music styles that the older residents may not have heard of, like drum and bass, K-pop, Stormzy's been mentioned, but then also we've twisted the night away, and it's just been absolutely beautiful to see how the younger students and the older care home residents have both grown in confidence, and they've been able to communicate, they've danced together, they've created together, they've talked together, they've laughed, they've cried, we all have. It's just been absolutely brilliant.
It makes us all feel young when young.
Yeah! Makes you feel young again.
We used to go out every Friday, Saturday and Sunday to a special club, and we always got up and danced. And it was lovely.
I loved the twisting. I saw all the other people like twisting with us. They looked like they really enjoyed it, and so did I. And it was just really fun.
Like meeting everyone and dancing with them and like knowing more about them.
It's nice to connect with others and make them feel happy and relive their memories. We sang, and I saw one of them crying. It made me feel like emotional.
You see the kids walking into the room and you see the residents' faces as well. But I think it brings back a lot of emotion. It brings back their memories, doesn't it, from when our kids was in concerts and different things like that. So, yeah, you do see a massive difference. And the faces just light up the room, don't they? And then obviously as you're looking around, you've got them interacting, and them trying to sing, their arms are going, and obviously, like you saw with Brenda and everybody else, that was quite emotional.
I think it as well, being like a dementia care home as well, you see obviously all you all surrounded by is seeing these people that are family to us, yes, and they are declining, and it's not nice to see. So when you have the school come in and the children, you see a completely different side to the residents, and they're so happy and they're so joyful. And you see things that, like today, there's a resident who doesn't really communicate that great or doesn't move and isn't great at responding, and then you see her dancing and singing and copies them, and you just think, oh, I remember they were like that so many years ago when they were here. I think having the children here, it definitely has a really, really good effect on the residents completely. And you see it afterwards, you see it leading up to it all week. They talk about waiting for the children to come.
With dementia, yes, they do forget things. However, surprisingly, they will talk about this. Certain ones will talk about this, and then you'll sit there and they'll be like, I remember that, and it will go on for weeks, months. For care homes, they really need to see what the impact that it's had on this home.
So it's another really proud moment to bring along some of my pupils to do an experience like this. And it's also so lovely to share what the power what dance has, to actually see the effect that it has on audience and bringing back memories and making them happy. It's so lovely to watch.
So I think the whole opportunity as a whole has had like impact, not just there, but what they've brought back and what they can tell their families. And the messages we've had from families are very much like they've loved it, like they want to go back again.
This is always aimed as a pilot. It's the first one we've done like this, but the idea is that we wanted to create a really simple framework that we could write as a resource and share around nationally and around other schools and care homes to promote this kind of relationship, because often in different residential areas you have both of these schools and care homes, and they're both crying out for some sort of cultural or creative activity where they can come together. And it's been proved that this has an improvement on mental health in both younger people and older people. So we wanted to create a framework that could then be encouraged to be spread around and used widely.